Redbubble started to charge fees in 2023, and it was so annoying to those of us with lots of Redbubble accounts in various niches. So why am I still a fan of Redbubble for print on demand, especially for beginners? Well, stick around and I'll tell you. While these fees are at best an irritation and reduce many Redbubble artists' incomes from royalties, the good news is that you still don't have to pay a monthly fee to have your designs and therefore products on there. Instead, what happens is that when your royalties are calculated at the end of the month, they cream off a percentage for their fee. Well, not everyone's. There's a tier system in place, and I'm going to go through each tier in full in this video. Now, Redbubble products already have a relatively high base price compared to many other print-on-demand sites. So we can't really get away with adding much of a markup on them for our royalty. To then take some back off us, it really is a slap in the face. And yet I still train print-on-demand students on there because it is ideal for beginners. It gives people an array of lovely and varied products to add their designs to. It sells those products worldwide. When someone buys something, we don't have to pay out for the blank stock, buy printing equipment and keep it maintained, pay someone to do the job, then pack it in packaging that we've had to pay for, and drive our car to the post office to send it out. And yes, this is the fundamental theory of print on demand in general, but sometimes we need a reminder as to just how good this is. Imagine that you were completely new to this concept, and there's every chance that some of you watching this now will be. Then just hear that again. You come up with a design and spend a little bit of time adding it to a website. That website is a huge online store that people all over the world can buy from. Someone buys one of your things and you don't do anything else except get paid for it. You don't have to be involved with customer service or anything. It's not bad, is it? So with Redbubble, we aren't paying to play. There's no joining fee and no monthly subscription. The only thing that we're spending is time. So anything I receive back once my uploading is done is profit. Once the design is up there, it can go to work for me. Ideally, I'd like 100% of the royalties, please, Mr. Redbubble, but whatever percentage I do get, it's better than zero. What confuses things is that the percentage isn't just one fixed amount, it's on a sliding scale. And then what confuses things even further is that there's this tier system, which means not everyone has to pay fees. 3 tiers, standard, premium and pro. And if Redbubble openly let us know the precise criteria for moving from this fee-paying standard tier to the glory of the higher level non-fee-paying ones, then we could have something to work towards. But they don't. And they don't necessarily favour the artists that are making the most sales, and therefore money for them either. They do, however, tell us that the tiers are allocated based on artists' activity, success as a seller, whether they follow the community and content guidelines, whether they positively engage with the marketplace, upload designs that showcase unique creative skills. They want to see good quality and unique designs, creating designs based on trends or themes that customers are searching for, uploading your best work with attention to image resolution and product formatting. So basically, keeping your nose clean and sticking to their guidelines, uploading fabulous, unique designs regularly, and, well, selling stuff, but not only selling stuff. It is a bit vague, isn't it? Crucially, for new sellers to know, they start assessing your Redbubble account as soon as you've uploaded your first 5 designs, and they look at everything, including your storefront and account profile. So it pays to spend a day or two getting your bio, avatar, shop banner, and everything all set up, and 100% make sure that you stick to their community and content rules right from the off. It takes about a week for them to assess your account and allocate your tier. Now, they do look at how full your profile information is. Adding your social media links is another big plus point. You can scroll down to the black section at the bottom of the Redbubble site for the guidelines and all the fine print. Most of it is pretty logical. Don't post adult stuff without saying it's for adults. Don't copy other people's work or infringe on trademarks, that kind of thing. When you've uploaded your first 5 designs, Redbubble do an automatic review and allocate your account as either standard or premium, usually standard. Redbubble regularly review existing accounts to make sure they're still active, how well the products are selling, and whether they're following Redbubble's rules. In standard and premium tiers, your account may be reviewed several times a year. So standard is the starting point, and this is the one that Redbubble take the fees from your royalties before paying you. Remember though, you will never be in a situation where you have to send a payment. It comes out of your royalties from sales. The next level is premium, and for this and the next tier, the fee is removed. Redbubble wants artists to bring people to the site, so if you've got a following on social media or a fan base and promote your Redbubble products to them, this is really going to help you get into premium. You also get extra information about trends, a higher level of customer support, and you get earlier notifications. The top of the tree is Pro. This is for the real high flyers and for those making a high level of sales consistently. It's invitation only and it's reviewed annually. Redbubble give pro artists a dedicated response team and brand and IP support to help maintain and grow their stores, which seems a little back to front to me as they are already flourishing. To check which tier you're in, go to your dashboard, then account tiers and fees. It'll also show you any previous fees taken if you're in standard. Now, is it possible to move from one tier to another? Well, yes, according to Redbubble it is. Well, they say this. To increase your chances of moving up tiers, we recommend creating designs based on popular trends and themes, driving high-quality traffic to your Redbubble shop, uploading unique creative designs, using high-res images, and using proper product formatting, completing your profile with social media links. Okay, but what if you aren't happy with your allocated tier? Can you lodge an appeal to be transferred to another level? Well, yes, you can contact Redbubble's customer support team via the help section. Sometimes they take a while to respond as they only deal with account reviews during certain times of the year. Would it be beneficial to combine all your stores if you, like me, have more than one? Well, no, not really, seeing as it's not about just having a high volume of designs and products available for people to buy. I've got some stores where the products sell regularly and that I add designs to frequently, and some that are sitting there minding their own business in the background, and sales still come through, but sporadically. Often they're in niches that are seasonal. Maybe a purge of my designs and stores might be a better idea, but because the fees only come out of royalties if I make sales, is it worth the faff? Surely I'm better spending the time adding new quality designs to my high performing stores. So let's summarize. Redbubble has 3 tiers, Standard, Premium and Pro. Standard has fees attached and Premium and Pro don't. Your store is assessed as soon as you've uploaded your first 5 products. Your tier is reviewed several times a year, unless you're in Pro, when it's just once a year, and you can appeal to change your tier. Things that help you to level up your tier include creating designs based on popular trends and themes, driving traffic to shop and products, unique creative designs, using high-resolution images, placing them on the products correctly, adding your social media links, sticking to the Redbubble guidelines. Yes, my positivity moment is just coming up. And if you're on Redbubble, why don't you pop in and check out which tier you're in if you don't already know? Pop your tier in the comments below and let's see just how many of you are in standard compared to premium or pro. I feel like I know the answer already, but let's see if I can be proved wrong, which does feel rather negative. So let's end with a bit of positivity, shall we? So despite the introduction of fees in May 2023, Redbubble is still a worldwide pod powerhouse that gives us the freedom to sell products internationally from the comfort of our own homes. We never pay for anything up front. You only add your bank or PayPal details so you can receive money. It's still my beginner's POD platform of choice. There's a great variety of products, and the customer service that I've received from them has always been exceptional.